Hey guys, it's Drew here, and I'm very excited to say that this is our first recorded D&D session. We had a ton of fun recording this, and we aim to do it some more. We enjoyed it so much that as soon as we try and figure out our busy work schedules and once everything settles in, we're aiming to do this as a regular thing, maybe every week, maybe every other week. We'll figure out as the time comes. So you have that to look forward to. Some things about my DMing style is if I don't know a rule off the top of my head, I refer to a reference sheet I have, but in order to keep the momentum of the game going, if I can't find it anywhere, I'm going to make a ruling in the moment and consult the book later for future knowledge. And with that, some things that we're going to try and work on after this first trial at the recording is working on the sound quality, working on making sure that Syrinscape comes in clearly as well as the player voices. And finally, if you enjoyed the Syrinscape that you heard on this recording, feel free to head over to Syrinscape.com to find out what other sounds you can create for your games. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy. Quick recap of what happened so far was you woke up in the Oval Mountain Range, traveled to Revellon, went and saved the Fabblestabble family from the goblins, made your way back, and in the last session, a feminine figure went asking for Merrick at Revellon, and in the evening, the figure came, and you all had a battle where the Goliaths raided the town, and Merrick was knocked unconscious, and instead of a killing blow, what's happening?
Just ignore this.
Okay. Instead of the oh no! Damn it!
A new
Gotcha!
All of our viewers have to neck themselves.
So instead of a killing blow, the assassin put her hand forward and some arcane energy spilled out of her hands and into Merrick's chest. And
now he's unclean.
Now he is unclean, and the Akithros was kidnapped, and so short-term goal was find out what happened to Merrick. Long-term goal is rescue Akithros. The only lead you so far have on Akithros is that the assassin made mention of the formerly dead kingdoms, and Merrick, you know particularly well that the Dead Kingdoms are a region far to the southwest. And that's your only lead. So you traveled to Darkgate, which is one of two locations that you were pointed to as potentials for finding somebody arcanely knowledgeable to figure out what happened to Merrick. And you went to the Dark Gate. It's a massive armored gate built into the mountainside. Some dwarf guards referred to the Burnt Hills as a place of fire people, and pointed you in the direction of Riverfield. So you kept on traveling that way. You encountered a forest hag who had tricked you into thinking she was a lumberjack woman, and a vicious fight took place where once she was wounded, she had turned invisible and escaped. You looted her hut and found some loot, and in particular, Sahalia, you looted a staff. So, first of all, let's go around and introduce everybody. So, I'm Drew, the dungeon master. Somebody go next.
I'm Jack. I play Merrick.
What is your class, Merrick?
Oh, I am a human warlock, level 4. I can't see shit in the dark.
I'm Sahalia, and I'm Chloe, and I play Sahalia, who is a druid water genasi who believes she is a drow elf, firmly, because her mother was. And I also have the cutest pet, Muffin, who is my raccoon pet. And he is the best.
My name is Taco, and I 24.
You do realize what impression you make now is what you have to do for the rest of time.
Animal handling and persuasion are the things I'm good at. I also love playing the dulcimer. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I love to play the dulcimer. And I'm a bard. And yeah.
Okay.
I'm happy to be here.
Aren't we all?
So after those introductions, Sahalia had looted a
It's a
staff.
magical mushroom staff.
It has mushrooms and moss growing all over it.
I don't know what it does, though.
After that fight, we established that you all took a long rest, and during that long rest, Sahalia, you've taken the time to identify what this staff is. And I will send you. It is the Staff of the Twilight.
Ugh, okay. Well, I wrote magical mushroom staff.
Sounds cool.
I will quickly text you what this description is, but just so everybody knows, it contains 10 charges which refresh by
Hey, they're
one.
not supposed to know.
Well, yeah, but
Viewers.
it's cool. Refresh by 1d6 plus 4 if firmly planted in the soil for the duration of a long rest. And it has to have exposure to the moon.
Firmly
does it have to be a
planted.
full moon?
Just visible to the moon. And if it hits 0 charges, you roll a d20. If you roll a nat 1, the staff loses its powers. But
Spooky.
so you have to just be careful with your charges. While wielding it, you gain a +2 to your spell attack modifier. And with those charges, you can expend the charges to cast the spell Fairy Fire, which costs 2 charges, and Moonbeam, which costs 4 charges.
Like solar beam.
Moonbeam!
Instead.
Exactly.
I think I already have Moonbeam as a spell.
Oh,
I don't.
It's
Stop
pretty.
booing me.
It's a pretty dope spell.
Moonbeam is dope.
Boo, Wendy, boo. Boo, Wendy.
I'll text you the description after the session. So yeah, this staff requires attunement. You have nothing attuned to you currently.
Might
Would you
as
like
well.
to attune? Okay.
Can I give it to Muffin? Can he attune?
He cannot.
Ah.
It requires a
Oh
druid.
my god.
He already has a tiny pouch that he carries around, which is adorable. I fashioned it's like a coin purse, and then I fashioned a really thin rope around it, so he has like a satchel. Yeah, I'm gonna get. You know what? I'm gonna get him a little adventurer's hat when I.
Okay.
Where's our satchel?
He
Why
needs,
didn't
like-
you fashion us satchels?
Well, I didn't know you at the time. I lived in a cave.
Whoa.
Oh, are we in a character now? I lived
Yes.
in a cave. I didn't know you. I should have. I only cared about Muffin. I can make you a satchel if you want to know. I mean, it might take me a bit.
It's been like a full month. How?
He's had it since, since I've known him. And had him, steal things for me, like bread and muffins.
I have nothing but disdain for this raccoon right now.
So you
Also found a
You
roast
might wanna
chicken
tell
on the
him.
side of the road. It's really good.
Ooh.
So you all wake up in your camp in the forest to a light rain coming down. And
On the entire continent.
This island is smaller than I thought.
2 massive hovering white cubes float over the continent, pouring massive deluge of rain upon the lands.
They're ghasts from Minecraft.
And so you wake up to a slight rain. This rain and a moderate wind whips around you. The rain is making it rather hard to see, and so for the duration of the rain, you all have -4 on perception checks involving sight.
What if I have...
I can't see anything anyway.
And the wind, you get... everybody roll a survival check to kind of test the strength of this wind.
Dark vision. You said roll a survival check?
Yeah,
I
or
am a
a
pro!
survival or a nature check.
Oh wait, can I have my dice, please,
yeah.
Drew?
Yes, I can.
24!
May I have my dice?
Taco, you haven't picked up a die set yet?
There's your bag.
20... Taco, seriously, they're like $2 on Amazon. Or $5.
Okay, I'll do it after this.
Sure you will.
I made $71 off of an Amazon gift card the other day.
Oh,
So,
wait, what did
pee
you
pee poo poo.
How?
4.
4!
Ah.
Well, you don't add anything?
Plus.
Yeah, do you not have any survival skill?
Ducko has no wisdom.
Ah,
I have a 24.
24. So, Haley, you properly established that if you had some sort of torch or small campfire, you'd give it a 50-50 shot of this wind occasionally blowing out that light source.
How does that help me?
You just know, you know that your torches will be submitted to strong winds if you need a
Knowledge
torch.
is power.
Guys, the wind is really fast. Our fires will probably not stay lit through the night.
Nonsense. Don't you know that oxygen?
Don't
And
I?
can I-
Haley, that's my secret. I'm always lit.
Yeah. Oh no.
There you go.
Merrick dies.
Merrick, I don't know what that means. Well, I can produce flame. Hold on, let me see what the statistics are. Not statistics. Let me just see what that means. I need to ruffle through to my. Oh my god, I have like so many tabs open that this doesn't work.
Merrick, one thing, you don't actually die, however, you do actually feel kind of like a burning itchiness in your right palm. Yeah, you look at
He
it,
has
nothing's wrong with it other than your need to
gangrene. What is the
occasionally itch
thing
it.
where you get like an infection in your blood?
I say nothing about it.
Okay,
What is gangrene?
I have no idea.
I think that's an infection in your blood. Anyway, I can produce
What does chlamydia feel like?
chlamydia.
Chlamydia.
No, it's chlamydia. Okay, so I can have a flame appear in my hand for 10 minutes.
Cool. That would work.
Is it? How dark is it?
It's it's early morning right now, so you don't need any light at the moment. But if you approach something at the nighttime, you will require it.
Well, all right. How close are we to the?
So you are a day's travel away from Darkgate, and so you'll have 1 day, 2 days, and then 2 days across the Burnt Hills, basically, and then you'll be at Riverfield.
Well, it's probably not raining in the Burnt Hills.
So you're here,
You
probably.
know.
Okay, so
It's burned.
day 1, which way would you guys like to travel?
What do you say we go southeast? A day's
I
travel
second that.
southeast through the Burnt Hills, and then does any of us have a map, Taco? Or
You
Mondi
all
Taco?
have access to a map.
Oh, I'm gonna look at the map. Can I see that there's a bridge here?
Yes.
So how about we go southeast and then travel along the river? Let's get to the river as soon as possible, because I feel like, you know how the dwarves told us about the burning humans in the hills. I'm kind of scared of that, so I figure we should get as close to the water as possible, so that way they can't follow us into the water. My guess is.
That's the best idea you've had so far.
That's quite the fleshed
ever
out.
since I
But
found,
okay,
ever since I found out that the end of the earth isn't past the mountains, I've had some enlightenment in my brain.
it's been 3 minutes since we last talked. What happened?
All right. So, which
It was all
are you
Muffin's idea.
heading to this tile? heading here for the day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yo.
So, as you're traveling around, the harsh rain's coming down, trying to keep yourselves pointed straight through the forest. Everybody make a survival or a nature check to determine how successful you travel.
So, survival for nature?
Yeah, whatever you choose.
Survival plus wisdom? Oh my god, I actually have a
15.
+6 on that.
Ooh.
Wow, that's a lot.
15 from Merrick.
So I got
a 7.
I got a 18, but if I need... You said nature? That's intelligence, so -1. Okay, so, yeah, 18.
All right,
What about a nature check?
No, nature's a
Nature
minus
check.
1 for me, not a +6.
So the rain pouring down on Sahalia seems to kind of absorb into her as she confidently walks through, paying no mind to the moisture.
Wow,
Breathe
she's
in.
very thirsty.
My
Oh,
skin
you
is
got that
parched.
right.
You make your way through the forest, and as you keep on heading towards the southeast, everybody make a perception check.
I got a 16.
14.
I got a 17.
Wait,
Alright.
perceptions plus wisdom again. Wait,
I think so.
I got a 17 actually.
All right.
Mm.
And this is -4 from the rain. So,
So,
So
13.
+4 -4, so 13.
okay. So the rain, although you're feeling quite at home, Sahalia, it's still like enough to block your vision significantly. As you're marching through the forest, some regions towards the basin of the burnt hills, you seem to have like accumulated the runoff water, and it's getting significantly marshier here. And slowly, as you're
Okay, I can
trudging
swim.
through the marshes, your feet sink deeper and deeper into the moss, and you're reduced to half speed.
Hey, Monitor and I are still on the horse, right?
Wait, are you
Yeah.
reduced?
Wait,
to
we
half-
have, well, all of us have horses, right?
No, I think it's just the one horse.
Wait, are reduced because of the water, because of the mud?
Because
I
of the
can
mud
swim.
caused by the water. It's not
I
like
don't
swimming.
swim
you
through the
can't
mud.
swim in quicksand.
Hey, it's mud.
Merrick, do you remember if you had 2 horses or 1 horse?
I think we only have one.
I think we had,
No, we had.
did we have 2? I think we had 2, and
I
then
didn't even know we had
2 of
horses.
us were on one, and then one of us was on the other.
I think you're right. We'll go with that.
Wait, was I a horse?
You
Did
were
I
on
change
one.
into a
Yeah.
horse?
You were
Hey,
one of the horses.
It's not funny. I'm a druid.
All right, so as you're marching along through your horses, they're finding quite some difficulty making it through the muddy, marshy grounds. When
It's terrible.
Monitor, as you're kind of looking around you, you glance to your side and you see Sahalia just kind of marching around. You glance away, and as you glance backwards, you see there's a large, about 3-4 foot tall, round figure to her side. And at this point, we've got a surprise round.
Ah!
So, I'm gonna load up this map.
Wait, how many feet? What's the guy tall?
3 or 4 feet.
Cue the Pokemon
Oh.
battle music.
Okay.
Let's kill some
This is
halflings.
Merrick, I choose you!
So he's
These
gonna be
frogs
here.
look like toys.
They're the best frog miniatures I could find. Okay, so I'm
Dang,
gonna,
look at that water. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Where? Oh, I see it.
Wait, are we gonna learn about vacation? Or is that what these frogs are gonna do to us?
We're gonna learn about what?
They're gonna teach us math, aren't they?
Oh, from not Frogger.
Leapfrog.
They're
that's-
gonna,
Leapfrog,
they're gonna try
yeah.
and sell us
Yeah.
insurance, aren't they?
Frogger was a video game.
All right. So, all of a sudden, Sahalia, you look to your side. Everybody, roll some initiative, please.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Can I get a
8.
dice, Drew?
Yes, you can.
Get your
I'm
own
sorry.
dice.
I'm sorry!
I got a 5.
Guys, there's a huge castle in the water.
What? What the hell
makes-
is that?
Why do heck?
What the heck?
Wow, right?
Why do heck?
Down the river. 16.
All right. So, Merrick, what'd you get?
You don't add anything to your
5.
You
initiative?
had Dex.
Taco?
Oh, I forgot to count that. I'm too
It's
lazy.
at the top of your character sheet.
Oh, 18. It's +2.
Yeah.
Nice. Sahalia, what'd you get?
I got a 8.
An 8. Okay. So, Sahalia, you look to your side. This massive toad is just done eating up some flies, and he's gonna whip his tongue out at you. And as he does so, I'm gonna steal Taco's dice, wherever it is. It's a 9 plus 4. That's a 13 to hit you, Sahalia?
Yeah.
That hits?
Yeah.
Alright. So, he leaps forward with his tongue wrapping around you and
Am I
chomps...
grappled?
We'll find out. Chomps down on you with his mouth. So that's a D10. You take 11 piercing damage
Ugh.
and 4 poison damage.
Ugh.
Yikes!
That's
Yikes.
over half of my health.
And you are...
What happened?
You currently, like, his tongue is wrapping around you and his mouth is
You
clamped
said
down on
11
your
plus
hip.
4?
Yes.
Oh my god.
His mouth is clamped down around your hip and you are currently grappled.
Oh my god.
Quick, Merrick, we must
Can
help!
I get a roll for that?
You will on your turn.
Oh.
So now, Giant Toad number 2,
I have
he
12 health left.
jump is 20 feet and his high jump is 10 feet. So he's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4 leap forward at massive pace. And after that big jump, that's all he's got. And then this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, smashes down right there. And that is the end of the surprise round. And now at the top of the round, Monitor and then Sahalia.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the... Can I running strike with my knife towards this one? Number 3?
Yeah, so you're gonna go and attack him?
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're gonna go at him with your knife?
Yes, so that's plus 3, 1d4 plus 1.
Alright, so you roll a d20 and add 3.
D20, add 3. Where'd it go?
Right here.
Aha!
Oh.
Plus 3. Ooh. Plus 3. So 6.
6. You run up to him, and although he's quite large and quite squishy, you just aren't used to how short your hands are with how short this dagger is. And even though you've had it this short all your life.
Blasted! I missed him!
Swipe at him and you miss. Would you like to do anything with your bonus action?
Can I speak with animal?
I don't think speak...
Don't.
Do you have it as a bonus action spell?
Wait, I'll communicate with Sahalia. I think I can be diplomatic about this.
No.
Ooh, I yelled no.
Oh, okay. I put my glowing hand.
What'd you say?
I put my glowing hands away. Can I just prep for an attack or something?
You can inspire if you'd like.
Okay. Do I have that?
Yeah, you're a bard.
Oh, bardic inspiration. Oh shit. Yeah.
So how are you are you going to inspire somebody?
Nah. I'll save that. Just kidding.
All right. Get it prepped so you know how it works for the next round. All right, so Sahalia, you are up. So you are currently grappled as he's got his massive jaw around you.
I can change into a swarm of insects. So I would assume that he wouldn't be able to hold on if I'm a swarm of insects, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. I'm going to use my beast shape and turn into a swarm of insects.
Okay, so as you Monitor, you just took your slash at this toad with your dagger, and you see Sahalia struggling and bleeding, and all of a sudden she just dissolves into all of these cicadas and locusts and flies. So,
by the gods!
Sahalia, you are now a swarm of insects. Do you do any damage, or was that a bonus action to cast Wild Shape? Do you know?
I think Wild Shape, Beast Shape is shoot. I have to find it because I'm not super good at it.
Merrick, you're up next.
Yep.
I don't know if it's I think it's an action. Wild Shape is my action.
Okay.
So I can magically assume the shape of a beast that I have seen before, or from the list.
That you've seen before. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was on my... That's my new one. So, I have Wild Shape, which was initially the beasts from the Beast Shape table. But now that I have gained... now that I got to level 4, it like, if I have seen it before, as long as it has no flying speed and it has a CR of 1.5, I think, I can change into it.
Cool.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not completely sure the use of it, but I do want to move away. So I want to move. Oh god. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like here.
All right, you can move yourself.
Oh.
Cool. All right. Anything else you want to do? Bonus action or anything?
I can cast. I don't know what I can cast as a bonus action, so I'll just.
All right, Merrick, you are up.
So do bonus actions always have to come after the first action, or can I do a bonus action then an action?
There's probably an actual rule to that, but for now we'll just say go for it. Whatever you want.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Branding Smite on frog number 2 over here, which gives me an extra 2d6 on weapon attacks if it hits.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna run up and give him a big old two-handed. Oh, I'm a spectator. I can't move my thing. Big old two-handed strike with my sword.
Here, I promoted you. You can move yourself now.
Sweet.
Ooh.
Okay.
Can you?
I think I have to change my color.
Oh yeah, you're gray. So choose a color.
Change color. I'll be blue.
Cool.
Okay. Now I'm gonna do. Jesus.
All right, and you're gonna two-handed sword strike him.
Yeah.
All right. Roll your attack.
That's 22.
That definitely hits. So you cleave into his shoulder, his soft body starting to pour out blood.
Yeah, it's a 1d10, which is a 9, plus 4, which is 13, plus a 2d6. 2, 6, 8. Oh.
21 damage.
Yeah.
So
Not good at arithmetic. I'm sorry.
so with this massive cleave into his shoulder, you see some like tendons and sinews ripping apart. You did some serious damage to him. So now Giant Toad 3, seeing his quarry disintegrate into a swarm of flies running away from him, looking at you, Monitor, he's going to go for a big old bite at you.
Oh shit!
He rolls a 10 plus 4 is 14 to hit you. Does that hit you? What's your AC?
13, 12.
12. Okay, so that'll hit you.
Oh
Did
no.
you get a new piece of armor? Don't you have a higher AC?
I stole the leather.
Oh yeah, you guys didn't find anything
Wait,
else besides the one
What is your
thing.
AC? It's Dex plus.
10 plus Dex typically.
Okay. Yeah, mine's 10 plus.
But you guys got some upgraded armor last session.
Yeah.
Okay. So, his massive jaws forming around you, almost enough to engulf you in one gulp. You take.
Oh no.
You take 5 piercing damage and another 6 poison damage as he sinks his like tiny teeth into you.
How many total points is that? Sorry.
11 points total.
Oh.
I took 15.
And so you are. Sahalia is swarm.
Did you send me what my staff does?
No, not yet. But you can use it, and I'll tell you.
Okay.
All right. So you are now grappled as his mouth is around you. Sees you, Merrick, and he's going to do the same thing. That is a 17 to hit.
I'm gonna cast shield on myself, which adds 5 to my AC, so that misses.
All right, nice. So he goes to clomp around you, and at the last second, you spawn out this magical shield around you, and he just bounces his mouth around off of you. This guy is going to leap forward.
No!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Stay away!
So he just bounds over.
Such a
here.
jump.
But that is the extent of his movement. So for the moment, he's just eyeing you, and he's just barreling down at you, Sahalia. But
I'm a ton of insects.
Yes, he can't get you just yet. You're looking
Buzz,
super
buzz.
delicious to some toads, though.
Well, I changed into a crocodile.
Now, Monitor, you are up. You are currently grappled. You can cast something that doesn't require somatic elements to it, or you can try and wrestle yourself free.
May I use sleep? Is that okay?
So look at the sleep spell. What does it say for casting components?
Roll 5. The total is how many hit points of a creature this spell can affect.
Well, it'll say like VS or M.
Oh, VSM, yes.
It says VSM. All right, so the S stands for somatic, so you need to not be
Damn it.
grappled for it.
Okay. Then I will try to unbind myself with my dagger again.
All right, so roll to get yourself out. I'd say you can attack him, and you'd have to sink some pretty big damage into him, or you can try and wriggle it out, either through a strength check or a acrobatics check.
I'll do an acrobatics check.
All right.
Alright. Roll. 14 plus 16.
16. All right, and slipperily enough, you're able to dodge out of the way, and I'll say you back up real quick out of the range of his mouth. That was your action. You have your bonus action and movement left if you'd like.
Okay. I'm gonna put myself to Sahalia. Can I do that?
I think you have 5 spaces of movement.
I think 25 feet.
Yeah, so you have 5 squares of movement.
Okay. Then I will. Wait, would it be possible to me to go towards this one?
So you were here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can be right here.
Okay.
Did you come?
I got it.
And
I did it.
You have a bonus action if you want to inspire somebody.
I'll inspire Sahalia.
Yay!
How are you going to inspire her?
I'm gonna say, bippity boppity, don't be such a baby.
And with those magical, poetic words, you feel
Classic.
1d6 stronger, Sahalia.
I feel on a scale of 1 to 6. I feel 6 stronger.
Alright, and that was Monitor's turn. Now, Sahalia, you were a swarm of insects. You are up.
I'm gonna change. I don't think it takes a action to change back to myself.
It's
But
a bonus
first-
action to revert. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the center. Yeah, 15-foot cube. There's a 15-foot cube originating from you. Okay, so is there any way I can position myself in between those 2 frogs?
15-foot cube, so it's 3 squares on each side. You'd only be able to get 1.
Oh. Okay, which one looks weaker?
The one that Merrick cleaved into is the only one that's taken damage so far.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right there,
Okay.
and use Thunder Wave.
Thunder Wave? Alright.
Yeah.
So he rolls a
Use
Dex
a
save?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Okay.
Ugh, I don't know my
That was a
spellcasting
9
mod.
plus 1 is 10.
Well, I'm pretty sure my spellcasting mod is higher than that.
Yeah, he fails.
Where is it? Do you see it?
It would be it would
8
be
plus. 8 plus.
wisdom plus proficiency.
Oh wow, yeah, it's way up.
Okay.
Alright, so 2d8 thunder damage. Sorry, I have to find my d8s. Let's do this.
Merrick, you're up next.
7, 11. So that's 11 thunder damage, and he is shoved 10 feet away from me.
Nice. Alright, so
And then also unsecured objects are pushed 10 feet away. And there's a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
bam. So this humongous just goes off, and this toad goes flying back. It smacks into the tree. Do you want to do anything with your... you moved, you bonus
I already
action?
did my
Yeah,
bonus
you're
action.
done. Merrick, you are up.
I'm gonna cleave into the frog that's in front of me again.
Alright, roll your attack.
Ooh, nice. 24.
That'll hit.
Dang it, wrong die. Oh, sweet. 13.
Alright, so you slice into him. He comes back at you with a bite but misses, and you come up with an uppercut slice. He's now bleeding profusely and looking towards his last legs. Anything you want to do with your bonus action?
This is stupid frog. I'm gonna plant myself like a tree and wait for him.
Alright, you're just ready for him. And he's gonna whip right back at you. He's coming at you with a bite. Where's my d20? There it is. And he just royally misses you. He's all of his muscles kind of tearing apart from your two really effective slashes are really doing him in. He is gonna... He, sensing the danger, is going to try and leap over towards his friends for some cover. You have a reaction for an opportunity attack if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so as he's leaping up, you go for a quick uppercut to bring him down. What do you roll?
Roll d20,
Yeah.
right? 14.
That hits, actually.
Woo. Oh shit, I rolled a 14.
Okay, so
damage.
as he's going for a leap up, you just clean straight through his thigh, and just his body disintegrates into two big bloody parts all over you as this shower of toad guts comes down upon you.
Yeah!
Alright. So, that was his turn, Giant Toad.
Ribbit on that.
He's gonna leap at you, Sahalia. And he's going
Don't
to...
judge my jokes.
Sahalia, he's going for a bite against you.
Watch out, Sahalia.
That was a 14.
It hits.
Alright. And he's gonna do 1d10 plus 2 piercing. 6 piercing plus 5 poison
I
damage.
have 1 health left.
Oh, so you guys see as Sahalia is bleeding terribly and barely able to keep her eyes open from the immense pain.
Okay,
His
Oh,
mouth
God.
is
wide
now,
open.
mouth is now all around you as the poison is seeping around. And then lastly, this one is going for a bite at you, Monitor. Boop bop boop doop bop. That was... He also terribly misses.
Why do I have a healing word in my pocket?
So that is the end of the Toad's turns. Monitor, you are up. You see Sahalia is on her last legs.
I'm going to...
Oh no. Okay. Merrick, you have to distract the frogs while I try to heal the druid woman.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna run towards Sahalia.
You will get a opportunity attack from that frog if you exit its range.
Yes, can I do a slash while I run?
He's still gonna... That'll cost an action. He's still gonna get an opportunity attack.
Okay, should I...
You,
Wait,
are
so
you-
if I
what
want
are
to
you
heal,
trying
then
to
I
do?
should run. Heal. Healing word, Sahalia.
What is the range on healing word?
That should be 60 feet.
So you could just...
Oh, yeah, you don't even
You don't have to leave
Oh.
that spot.
Okay. Can I distance myself towards Merrick and then...
Yeah, as long as you stay within 1 square of the toad, you won't get an opportunity attack against you.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
That is
1 square of the toad, Monitor. God damn it! What was confusing about that?
I'll go behind the toad.
Okay.
I use my...
As long as you stay within 1 square, moves 4 squares away from the toad.
God,
I
you're such a
appear
bard.
behind the toad and I use healing word. 1d4 plus 2.
Alright, so roll your 1d4 for healing for Sahalia.
Oh, do I roll?
Yeah,
Oh shit. Where is it?
this
way.
guy.
Yeah.
So as a 3 plus 2, you get 5 health points, or hit
Alright,
points,
I feel
Sahalia.
better.
What are your healing words, by the way?
I gotta have
You need
things,
to
don't
get a
I?
book full of these.
A creature of your choice you can see within range. Gain points.
Musically reads the spell to Sahelia.
This spell has no effect on undead or constructs.
And
I did it.
Confusingly, the confusion numbs your pain, Sahelia, as you feel your wounds starting to seal back together. So, Sahelia, having just been confused and numbed, your turn is now. Merrick, you are next.
My turn is now?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to turn into a crocodile.
What?
Should I change into... No, I've changed into a giant toad.
Keep in mind you have finite uses of wild shape
I
until
do.
a long rest.
I know.
Okay.
Fine, I'll use something else.
Alright.
I thought the day was almost done. Alright,
We just woke up.
It's like 9 a.m.
it's my bedtime. Alright, I'm going to use...
Be a slightly bigger.
Hold
Oh
person. No. I'm gonna use. How is this?
no!
How
Be a
is number 3
tadpole.
looking?
Be a tadpole.
Number 3 is pretty decent at the moment. He still has more than half of his health, and he's currently grappled around you.
He's grappled.
Well, he's grappling you.
Grappled.
Wait, what's the grappled? What's the save?
So you can wriggle out as your action, or you can use your action to cast a verbal spell.
You've been grappled.
Wriggle.
So,
Wriggle.
passive without a trace is Veil of Shadows.
Thanks a little wait for pass without a trace.
I was gonna say that's not.
Crouches down while inside fall.
I turn invisible. Where am I? Alright, so, okay, I could do this one.
That's somatic.
Somatic.
The components. Yeah.
Yes, I see it.
I see
All
it.
of mine are somatic.
Mm.
You can use your action to wriggle out if you want.
Wriggle.
Stop!
You can't wraggle out of this.
I'll try to wriggle out.
All right.
Wriggle.
So an acrobatics or an athletics check.
Acrobatics or athletics?
Yes.
Alright, well, I'll definitely do acrobatics. So that's a 20.
A 20. All right. So you quickly, with your
Not
slippery water genasi skin, are able to just slide right out of his grasp. You have your bonus action of movement now if you want to move.
Can I don't know. Can you bonus action, ritual spells? No, that
No.
wouldn't make sense. Alright, yeah, I'm going to... Oh, shoot. Can I use my bonus action to disengage?
No, that's a rogue ability.
Oh, you're right.
But I did give Monitor the ability to jump 2 scores back during his acrobatics check, so I'll give that to you. So you're out of his range.
Oh. I'm going to... Was that movement, or...
No, that you still have your full movement.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bye.
Bye. All right. Bonus action, anything?
Die. I don't think I can do anything with it. Can I throw things with a bonus action?
No.
Can I do any, like, melee attacks with a bonus action?
No.
Okay, so I'm just gonna sit here.
All right.
Hurl frog-related insults at them.
Yes, you can insult him.
Yes.
You aren't even that slimy. Your skin is dry. You're gonna die.
Oh.
Got him.
With that battle cry, Merrick, you are up.
Do I get like a +5 inspiration or anything?
roll a charisma check, Sahelia.
Yes! Charisma is... So that's just plus regular charisma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's an 11.
11. She says those words.
They
All right.
go with one ear out
Nice
there.
words.
I'm working on it.
I'm going to I'm gonna Eldritch Blast frog number 3 from where I'm at.
All right.
Ooh.
Roll your attack roll.
That is a +6 to hit, so that's a 23.
That'll hit.
Are you sure?
Alrighty.
Alright.
Alright.
Rabbit.
It's a 10. 10.
That's 10. All right. So, having just cleaved the one getting covered in frog guts, you whip around and bat an Eldritch Blast at him. He's starting to look a little bit roughed up. Would you like to do anything with your bonus action or movement?
He's starting a little bit
I'm gonna move
like
right.
froggy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Block my vision, won't you?
They're on either side of me. If you
Yeah.
can't see them, you should get glasses.
All right. With that,
What
giant
do you
toad
say?
number
I can't
3.
see you.
Giant toad number 3 is not letting you escape. He leaps 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam! He's looking straight at you, Sahalia, but he has no more movement.
Stay away.
And giant toad number 1 is not having your shit, Monitor. So he's going for a bite at you. Where's the D20? And that definitely hits. And so you take, Monitor, 4 piercing damage and 6 poison damage. And you are now grappled.
Is that 10 damage?
Yes.
Oh no!
Alright. So you are now grappled. And that is the end of their turn. Monitor, you are currently got a big old toad tongue and mouth around you. What are you gonna do?
Will psychic damage do anything to them?
know.
You don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna try it. Vicious Mockery.
Alright, go for it.
1d4, please.
What is your mockery?
Maybe you should have finished tadpole school.
So
What?
Yeah!
he rolls a save to see how that
Do we
affects
take
him.
damage from that too?
Read the
Roll
spell
one.
to me. What sort of save does he make? A wisdom save?
Wisdom 12. Wiz 12.
He fails. So what did you roll on your attack?
A 1.
A 1.
That's not even. I'll let you roll that again.
Huzzah! Should have finished tadpole school
A
too.
2. So he strangely understands it, and you see him quiver slightly and frown a little bit.
Frogs can frown.
Does he loosen his grip at all?
He does not loosen his grip. He's still on you, but he's discouraged.
I got him.
Your
Alright,
feelings.
Merrick, I've left an opening for you in his heart.
Thank you.
Sahalia, you're up, and then it's Merrick.
Thunder wave. It's Constitution saving.
Constitution save? Alright.
Ah!
He succeeds.
The inspiration doesn't subtract from other people.
No.
Whatever.
So what happens if he succeeds?
I think he. Oh shoot! I forgot. I think he probably takes half damage. Let me go find it really quick. Thunderwave, thunderwave, thunderwave. Okay, so constitute on a field to save. So just half as much damage. So,
Okay.
So 1 and 6. Oh no. Yeah, 6.
So 7 damage
So
divided by 2 round down is 3.
And he's still pushed. Oh no, he's not pushed.
So another huge boom goes off, but this frog or toad seemed more prepared for it. You want to move or bonus action?
There.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. And so now, Merrick, it is your turn.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast Toad number 3 again.
All right. So roll your attack.
You know what? I changed my mind. I'm not gonna do that because I missed.
Okay. So in the middle of casting, like, I don't want to do this, and it just goes flying off into the woods.
Yeah, whatever.
Merrick, come back!
Bonus
to
action
help,
or movement?
If I move, okay, so if I move into combat with him, and he doesn't attack me, and he moves, do I get an attack of opportunity with him?
You would, but also keep in mind Monitor is looking pretty rough and is currently grappled by a
Ugh,
hungry
fine,
toad.
I'm in
go
tatters.
for him.
I'm in tatters.
Alright,
Okay,
so
I'm done.
that is your move. That is your move, and at this point, Merrick, as you close in on that toad that is currently grappling with Monitor, the toad kind of opens up his jaws wider and goes to encapsulate Monitor with his whole jaws. Oh, and you see as Monitor just gets sucked into the entirety of this toad and is inside.
No.
Monitor, you take 1, 5,
Oh,
8.
no.
You take 9 points of acid damage.
Oh!
And it takes at the start of each of the toad's turns. Yep, you take 9 points of acid damage, and you're currently grappled and blind within the toad. Are you still conscious?
I'm at 6 health now.
All right,
Ooh.
so all of a sudden it's just wet and moist and crushing, and his bowels are dissolving your skin.
This is my chance.
And Merrick, you just see like various kicks and punches from within his guts, but you just hear muffled cries.
Oh boy.
Help! Help! Help!
Giant toad number 3, exactly. Giant toad number 3 is gonna leap over, trying to chase down Sahalia, and that is the end of his turn. Monitor, you are inside the frog or the toad. You are grappled and blinded. What are you gonna do?
Quick question as a player. Was this supposed to be a minor fight? I feel like we're struggling right now.
No, this is a hard fight.
Dude, I'm doing great. I got 4 health.
Yeah.
Says you. Okay, so I'm gonna blindly just shuck my dagger around.
Okay. Roll an attack roll at disadvantage.
All right. 20. Yeah.
So you. 20 and.
He just said, "Ooh, yeah," I think.
Yeah. I just said, ooh, yeah. 1d4 plus 1, right? Yeah. So.
Wait. What were your two rolls?
My 2 rolls. Wait.
You're at disadvantage, so you roll a d20 twice and take the lower roll.
Oh, okay. 16 and 10, so 10.
10 plus what is
1.
So 11. That'll just barely hit as you're trying to cut into the toad as much as you can.
Ah! Okay,
So now roll your damage.
Yeah. 4!
4! Alright. You cut into him and you hear the toad quivering and shaking in pain. But it is still keeping you down. And I'm going to have him make a... Well, no, I'm going to see if he keeps you down.
I cut through his stomach. I attempt to cut through his stomach.
You cleave into him, and it doesn't cut through his stomach, but as you, blood pours out, he just can't handle it, and he spews you out, and you're now just covered in acidy, poison, bile, but you are free at the moment.
Another safe landing.
Sahalia, you're up next. Monitor, do you want to do anything with your movement or bonus action?
Can I get the fuck out?
If you move out of his attack range, he's going to get an opportunity against you.
Ah, shit. Okay.
Don't do it, Luke.
Can I try vicious mockery? Because I get that.
Your action. Vicious mockery is an action, and you use yours to stab.
Okay, fair enough. Then I will put my arms around my head as an attempt to protect myself.
I choose to cower.
You get an AC of 0.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I present a better target. All right, Sahalia, you are up.
Okay, so I'm gonna use... Oops. Ice knife. So,
Ice knife. All right.
Yeah, so... I need to make a ranged spell attack. So
All right. So as you roll your spell attack, you all see as this icy spear emanates from Sahelia's hand and goes hurling
14.
forward.
By golly.
Why had I sound
So what'd you roll?
14.
14. That'll hit. Roll your damage.
Okay.
It better hit every sound effect.
Okay. Okay, so I get a D10 of damage, but then I have a question. So that's 2.
Two damage.
I can't add inspiration damage, can I?
No, he'd have
Okay.
to be a special bard, I think.
So on a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing, and then the shard explodes. Oh, the target and each character. So if there's a creature within 5 feet of it, they have to make a dex saving throw.
So he also makes one. So he
Wait,
takes.
so target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dex saving. Okay, so he takes a dex saving throw.
Yes. So as this massive ice spear jams into the toad and then explodes, he does succeed the throw.
Darn it! I'm doing so bad.
No, I mean you just hit him with a good attack. So how much
Made
does
a
he
cool
take?
Noise. 2.
2 damage. All right.
Made
So
the coolest
You
noise.
said he succeeded on the dex saving throw?
yes, he did.
Blech.
Blech. So it explodes and he's looking pretty beat up now.
Okay.
Anything you want to do with your bonus action or movement?
I'm going to... he's pretty close to me. I'm gonna... Boop, boop, boop.
You can't go on the remnants of this bridge, but you're slowly backing up towards the rapids.
So, right here. Oh,
Where did you go?
can I go...
Yeah.
Can I go right there?
Yeah. All right. So you just
1, 2.
beeline it away.
I was noticing how far they jump, right? It's 4 squares, right?
Yeah. So they're pretty slow on land. You gather. All right. So that was your turn, Merrick. You are now.
Get away!
You just saw Monitor get spewed out, and he's looking very bad, but he's still alive. And
Okay.
the toad in front of you is still
Ribbit.
pretty healthy.
He is free though. Like
Yes,
if I
he
just-
is.
Okay. Yeah, all right, I'm
I
gonna
don't
go
have much
for.
health.
I'm gonna go for a two-handed sword strike on the frog in front of me.
All right. Roll your attack.
Motherfucker. 7.
That just
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
over his head.
Oh wait,
He's right in front of you, Merrick. How'd you miss him?
wait, shut up! You haven't done anything.
I had a cool sound effect.
Hold on. Oh wait, just kidding. That's 9.
A 9, still just straight
Yeah.
over him.
Oh no!
And now,
Vicious
anything with your
mockery,
bonus
Merrick.
action?
I'm gonna ribbit at him.
Okay. So you ribbit at him. He can't, one of his eyes kind of looks at you and then goes to try and attack Monitor again while Monitor is almost
Damn
dead.
it.
And this one is going to hit Monitor. So
Monitor,
No!
Sorry
Wait.
about my tone didn't work.
you take 6 piercing damage and 7 poison damage, Monitor, as he clamps down onto you.
What? No, man. Yeah.
So Monitor, you're unconscious?
Yep.
Alright, so you are unconscious.
No!
As he currently has your body caught within his mouth.
Can we knock him over?
Yes.
Yeah!
That is his turn. Giant Toad number 3, seeing that Merrick is dicing up his friends and that Sahalia keeps... no, Sahalia is actually stuck now. So he's gonna boing
Hi,
right up there. You're still one
Out of
spot
my
away
way!
from him.
I knew it! I'm just gonna laugh.
You have the high ground, Anakin.
I have the ground that's slightly farther away than your range.
That is his turn. Monitor, at the top of your turn, make a death saving throw. So just roll a d20.
I found my d20 here, so I will roll my physical one.
Woo!
You have
Hey, yeah.
dice?
17. I just have one d20.
All right, so
That's my only dice.
Where did
You
get
succeed
it?
on one death saving throw. Do you know how
Huzzah.
death works?
Yes,
Do you
I
know how
have to
death
have
works? Yes, you stop breathing.
three saving throws, right?
Hmm?
I have to do
Yeah,
3 of these.
3 successes or 3 failures spells if you survive or die.
Okay.
And if you
wait,
if somebody
wait,
heals you,
Wait,
So
what
you
happens if I
you
die?
succeeded. You die.
you
die
die.
forever.
But you do know that there are certain extremely talented arcane individuals who, for a price, may revive you if you are dead.
But we would not
Oh,
pay for that.
okay. Jeez, okay.
And
I see how it is. Budget.
those
We're on a budget.
spells need extremely intelligent individuals, and they come at a great cost. So it is advisable to not die.
Oh, the heavens have told me that I.
Today is not your day. So you succeed on one saving throw. If somebody heals you at least 1 health point, you will wake up.
Okay.
And
What
so
do I have to throw? At least 15? Is that the rule?
you have to
Is
throw
that-
at least 10.
Oh, okay. Easy peasy.
So, Sahalia, you are now up. You see Monitor has collapsed at the grounds in front of a toad as toad number 3 is closing down on you. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna stick my tongue out at him and then cast Thunderwave again.
Thunderwave. All right. So he makes a what?
Constitution saving.
Constitution. He succeeds again.
Oh my god!
He's rolling really well. He's just really ambitious against you right now.
Oh, he still takes 2d8. Or, well, half of 2d8. So, whatever. Three.
3 damage.
Oh.
I stuck
Massive
my tongue
explosion
out.
What?
Unlimited power! Alright, I'm gonna... Can I...
B5, miss.
So I'm right here. Hey, I got 3 damage. So, is this river right here?
Yes, that is going to
Shoot!
be riverbed. You are in the only, you are in a piece of bridge over some rushing water right now.
Can I jump over him?
You can jump into the water if you want, also.
Oh,
At a water genasi, you probably have some pretty good swimming.
oh yeah, you're right. I can swim. I forgot about that. All right, I'm going to boop, boop,
Okay.
boop, 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 boop. Is this on the rock right there?
All right, you can be on the rock.
This square here.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll project the grid onto it. There you go.
Thank you.
So,
I'm
boop.
like on that corner right there.
Yeah.
That small.
All right. So that was your turn. Now, Merrick, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna take out all my frustration on my last 2 misses and just try and do the most hard Eldritch Blast that I can on the toad in front of me.
All right. Well, at
erect
point
as
blank,
possible.
a ranged attack is going to be at disadvantage.
I'm gonna take 1 step back.
All right. He's going to get a opportunity attack, just so you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. As you make your step back, he's going to try and bite into you, and he definitely misses.
Sweet.
It's the opposite of what's happening to me in Monitor.
So now roll your Eldritch Blast.
Plus 6. 22.
All right. As this massive dark fireball emanates from your sword tip, you fling it at him, and it collides.
Ooh, for 9 damage.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right.
Better than what I
So you
was.
blast into him, and his skin is starting to slough off. He's looking pretty worse for wear. Anything you want to do with your bonus action?
I'm gonna rivet it.
Salvage my body.
Hey, you're dead. Get out. You can't talk.
Only a key for salvage body parts.
he coughs in Morse code.
All right. And so now, Sahalia, this guy is going to boing straight into the water, and you see as he aggressively just swims up to you,
Whoa.
Can he get out of the
significantly
water?
faster in the water.
Can he get out of the water since I'm in this spot.
Since you're
already?
on the rock, I'll give him disadvantage as he goes to try and bite you.
Nice.
Stay away!
So that was a 3, and that one hits. No,
You
he
said
takes the lower one,
disadvantage.
derp. And so he tries to bite at you, but the rushing rapids prevent him from getting a good grab on you.
I stick my tongue out.
He's
Can I
like.
sand on this? There! I did it! I got on this. Okay.
So
Wait,
you-
he can't occupy the same square as me, can he?
No.
Well, he's in the same square as me. Cat.
Oh no, you were. I put you on this
Well,
one.
no, Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I thought I was in the other one.
Rip it. This toad bounces towards you, Merrick, and he's going for a bite on you.
Bring it.
That
You
one,
mean
13 plus
Why are my eyes...
plus 4 is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so you take 4 piercing and 7 poison damage
Can you
as he
tell me
sinks
what-
his teeth and tongue around you.
That's 11 total, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's take a look at Sahelia's eyes. They're terrifying.
All right, so that is the end of his turn. Now, Monitor, your turn. Make a death saving throw.
Aha!
Please be under 10, please be under 10, please be under 10.
17 again.
All right,
Damn it.
you're on the verge of stabilizing and being unconscious for 1d4
see
hours.
something. Is that you, Merrick?
No.
No, it's not.
Don't
Merrick, you're right there, aren't you?
Sahalia, it is now your turn. You're no longer.
So what happens if I cast, like, some ice or thunder on the water?
You would be at disadvantage because he is within 5 feet.
Huh? What?
It's a ranged attack is at disadvantage when he's next to you.
But does the water freeze? Like, would he freeze if I cast Ice Knife at him?
I'd give him disadvantage on the save.
Okay. Let me do... Wait, I think I need to use I need to use a second level spell. I think that's what that means, right?
Yeah, if you're out of first level spells.
Oh yeah, I can just cast Ice Knife at second level, though.
Yep.
Alright, so he wouldn't freeze if he's in the water, though. He wouldn't freeze with Ice Knife?
No, I just give him disadvantage on the save.
Okay, so I'll do that. I'm
Okay.
gonna use
So
Ice Knife.
it'll be
so
a disadvantage at point blank.
can I back up a square?
You
No, I
would
cannot.
get an opportunity attack.
Well, what if is this point blank if I go here?
No, but he would get an opportunity attack.
But I'm still within squares of him.
Oh, at this corner?
Yeah.
This is still point blank.
Oh. Alright. You're chewing very disgustingly. Alright. So I'll attempt. I have inspiration, so.
That app
Oh.
we
my
use on the
God.
computer on my phone.
no.
Just to make sure
I
that
got
I'm
a
not
two,
like
so.
up.
A 2. Okay. So as you whip your attack at him, it just explodes into the water nearby. I will say that since it's going to smack into the water and explode, he's still going to make his
Oh
save.
yeah, he does have to make a dex saving.
So that one is high. That one was an
I'll
8,
come
so
back
he
with it.
fails. So
Yeah.
roll your 2d6 cold damage.
Okay. Oh boy, 12!
Nice.
There it goes again.
How do you want to do this?
Oh boy, I want him to freeze and then shatter into pieces.
Alright,
Little
so
froggy pieces.
the icicle explosion goes nearby and the
No, I
ice-
want him to freeze and then he goes down the river and smashes into that rock and the rock smashes him apart.
as the frozen frog heads towards the boulder and just shatters into a million pieces as the very loud stream takes his icy bits away.
He's been following me this entire battle and now I finally got to kill him. And then I'm gonna go back to shore.
Okay, so you swim back to shore. And that was your turn. Now, Merrick, you have a rather beaten up frog or toad right in front of you. What are you going to do about it?
2 hand ribbity face.
2 hands.
1, 2, 3, 4.
25, 23.
That
Right
hits.
there, 6 spots.
That is 6 plus 4 is 10.
10 damage. All right. How do you want to do this?
Ah!
I wanna. Alright, so I'm flipping my sword over so the blade is down pointing towards the ground, and I'm just gonna shove it right in between his 2 stupid eyes.
Okay.
Jumble
Let's
up
see
his
how this
brains, give him an
sounds.
ice pick lobotomy.
Yeah.
That weapon impact was not as,
Which I think
as cool
frog
sound
veins
as
are
it
really
should.
small, so...
So as he gets just completely pierced, a human-like scream.
Oh!
Wilhelm, no!
He somehow Wilhelm screams as your massive longsword goes plunging into his head, and he slumps dead right in front of you. Monitor, in the moment, make a death saving throw.
Here I go. Oh, it's a 3.
Oh, so you guys see Monitor is struggling and sweating and rolling over. He's still struggling on the verge of death.
Can I cough up more blood to display
Wait,
how
I get
much
to move,
I
right?
curse?
Yeah, so
Merrick?
you all can move and do
1,
some sort of turn at
2,
this moment.
3, 4...
I'm gonna
5,
slap.
6. Hey,
I'm gonna
I'm
slap
first.
him in the face a little bit.
No, you gotta use a medicine check to stabilize him, right?
Yeah, you can use a
Stabilize
medicine
me.
skill check to stabilize him.
No, I
or
just want to
heal
slap him in the face a little bit.
All
Let's
right,
try
you slap him up.
I'm trying to knock him over. There we go.
Now, Sahalia, I'd say you're close enough to make a medicine check.
Alright. 18.
That'll succeed, and so you're able to quickly get out some bandages from your pack, roll them around him, like scoop off some of the acid and bile off of his skin, and he seems to be
Scoop it off.
stabilized for the moment.
Scoop de poop.
Scoop to poop.
Scoop de scoop de.
Monitor, roll a d4, please.
D4 rolling.
Oh.
Here I go.
You will wake up in 4 hours.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm not
So,
carrying him. My strength
Monitor's
is low.
Monitor's breath stabilizes, and he seems that he's going to make it out of this, but he is going to be asleep for a while. So here you go. You find yourselves surrounded by 3 corpses of massive poisonous toads. Well, one of them is shattered and all of his bits taken down the river. 2 corpses of massive poisonous toads. What do you guys want to do?
How do I get out of the chat thing that's in the corner there?
Hit escape.
Huh?
Escape. Probably.
No, it's not. It's like
Or hit the chat bubble.
I did. It's not. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
What do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna go loot.
Yeah, I
I'm
will.
gonna go get some frog legs.
I'll put Monitor's body on the back of our horse.
All right. So you throw him on the back of the horse and kind of strap him in. Sahalia, you're gonna try and butcher up some
Frog
toad.
legs.
All right.
Is
So
it toad or frog?
they're toads. I keep on screwing it up. So make a nature check or a dexterity check, whatever you want.
Can I
Nature or a dexterity check?
Yeah.
Wait.
can
I
I
got
check the
4.
bridge to see if there's any feasible way across
I could swim.
for the rest
So-
of us that aren't water genasi?
You look over. Make a just a perception check -4 with the rain.
Okay. -3.
Man, this bridge is out and that river is watery.
I failed on the. I got a 4. So
A 4. So make a
Fucking
dexterity
idiots.
saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
3.
A 3.
Wait. 3.
3. Okay. So Sahalia, as you're trying to cut around and get into some legs on the first frog, you just royally botch your cut as poison starts seeping out of his glands and seeping into your skin. You take 4 poison damage
Oh my
from the
god.
frog. It appears that you
almost pass out from that.
It appears you might have
I have 2 health left now.
with your butcher job. It appears you might have cut into his poisonous sac.
Well, do I get any frog legs?
He's just completely mutilated, but you still have 1 fresh corpse left.
I'm going to pass.
Okay.
I only have 2 health, so.
Can I use the witnessing Sahalia, try and cut that out, kind of knowing where it is? Can I try and do it on the fresh one?
Actually, yeah, so you go over to the one that you cleaved in half because you rolled so well on that. It was a very good cut. So make a dexterity or a survival check at advantage.
Wait, why didn't I get to make a survival check? You told me to make a...
All right, a nature or a survival.
Oh, you
Or
said
nature or
dex.
dex check. My bad.
A nature or a dex check.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
because my survival check would have been a lot better.
Where's nature? Nature or survival?
Nature or dex.
Oh, nature. Oh, okay. 20.
20. All right. So you're able to cleave into him, and you rescue his poisonous gland. And from this sack of poison, you get that you have enough poison on here to probably coat on a weapon or other such use. On a weapon, it would probably last for about a minute.
Ooh.
Or you could save that for mixing into some sort of vial.
Nice. Cool.
And then make an investigation check, you two.
Can I investigate, see if I can swim across? I got a... Well, for the investigation check that you told me, I got a 14.
I got 16.
A 16? Okay. So, as you're just kind of looking around from various kind of what they've eaten, any people they might have eaten, you find a couple like bones here and there of people they might have encountered and consumed. You're able to loot 5 gold pieces in total amongst the both of you to split how you please.
Really, in total, got 5 gold pieces, or each got 5?
In total.
How much, Celia, how much money do you have?
2 silver pieces.
Total?
Wait, hold on, it might be on a different piece of paper.
My god.
I have...
You're so poor.
Stop it!
God.
I have 59 gold pieces,
You're
1
broke.
silver piece, and 8
Yeah.
copper.
Yeah, I feel so bad for you. Just take all 5.
Thanks!
Alright, so you are 5 gold pieces richer, and Merrick, you have 1 poisonous sack.
Poisonous sack.
Yeah.
So how do I know if I can swim?
Wait, is that like a sack of
Across the-
poison, or is it like?
It's a poisonous sack.
It's a sack of poison that would, Merrick, be easily pierceable given a bad situation, so you could pour it into one of your glass
Don't
vials from an
accidentally
old
drink
potion.
it, though.
Ah.
Yeah, I think I used a healing potion, so I should still have that.
Yeah,
Just
so
put it in your water bottle and remember not to drink out of the water bottle.
yeah.
There's a better way of going about that.
What do you mean, Merrick? I'd put poison in my water bottle if I didn't have anywhere else to put it. Just remember, don't drink out of it.
It's safer than a sack.
Monitor, you're supposed to be unconscious. I'm gonna go and kick him in the head.
Oh, kick him in the head. Okay.
Kick him in the head to make sure he's unconscious for
I miss a
4
key glove.
hours. Hey, so me and Akithros, you know how we had our beheading competition. I was winning by 1.
Okay, this
AKA
doesn't
I had
count
1
though.
beheaded
He's not even
and he
here.
had 0. No, this was when he was here. I stopped counting once he left.
Okay.
Thus, it
We
was
didn't
1 to
leave.
0. I was
you got
ahead by
kicked.
1. So yeah, well, it's his fault he got kidnapped. Now, I'm going to see if I can get across this bridge.
Alright, so Haley, you're expertly able to just swim across with ease, but you do have a horse.
Alright, guys, come on!
What about your horse?
Horses can swim.
Make a perception check or a nature check.
Ugh. Perception is a 6.
6.
Nature is a 1.
Alright.
Perception is a 6.
It's
This
true,
is-
an ass.
Oh, no, 7.
You can
There's a
tell
bunch of
because-
water here.
Hey, that's a whopping 7.
Well,
Well, I
actually,
might have a
easily enough,
cantrip.
because you're a water genasi, this would be an easy DC. This is a pretty shallow river, however the current is going rather quickly. A horse would be able to stand and walk through it, but he might need some assistance in keeping up.
Well, we can do that. I can just bring people across. How about that?
Okay, and then your horses, how are you gonna...
Just lead them, right?
You're
What did
just
you
gonna
say?
leave your horses there?
Lead.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Can they, what kind of help do they need?
You might need to, set up some sort of rope system and pull them across,
let me
or
see
some...
what this, one of my spells that I have is.
I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
Wow.
That could help in this situation.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm gonna toss part of the rope over to Sahalia so she can tie it to like a tree on the other side, and then
I tie it to a tree on the other side.
Make a intelligence or sleight of hand check, Sahalia.
Sleight of hand.
what, are you trying to steal my rope from me?
So,
I got a 17.
17.
To steal
all right.
his rope out
you
of his
tie
hand.
a quite strong knot against one of the
Wouldn't
trees.
that be a survival check to tie a knot?
I'm going with sleight of hand or
I
intelligence.
mean, I did sleight of hand. I was just.
This isn't the
thinking
Boy
sleight of hand was
Scouts.
like secretive. I'm
All
trying
right.
to see if I have like. I thought I had.
Okay, so you're fording the river with the horses.
Now I'm gonna produce a flame on the rope.
Oh.
What?
I'm kidding.
Okay.
What?
I just thought it would look cool.
Okay.
The water would keep it from burning too much.
Oh my god.
Guys, why don't you like my ideas?
Because they're dumb.
Even I don't
Come here.
approve.
I'm casting. In the 10 minutes that we were like doing all this, I'm gonna ritual cast Speak with Animals, and Muffin's gonna. Do you have a little caricature for Muffin?
I do not. but-
Well, find one, please.
Should we roll
Okay.
for getting our horses across?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have Muffin
Merrick,
walk
are you
across.
staying on there and you're gonna try and like haul it using the rope, or how
I'm
you
gonna
want to
swim
do it?
back,
Or we're
grab Muffin, swim back over here with Muffin because Muffin weighs like
Yeah,
5 pounds.
I'm gonna lead the two horses over and then kind of, I guess, swim behind them.
Hey,
I don't know, whatever the best way to get them across.
All right, make just a
He's
regular strength
unconscious.
check to try and help shove it along.
Okay. Oh boy. 9.
9. It's easy enough with the help of that really well tied rope. He's able to get across easily. So Chloe, this is gonna have to be Muffin for now.
Who did
Muffin
that?
is not a rat, so we have a rope, and
It's
we
Muffin.
got a rope that is tied over on this bush.
All right, so you're able to kind of shove the horses along, and using the rope to your advantage, you cross the river easily enough and past the swamp itself. And so, back to the world map.
Oh dang it.
Here y'all are. As
Alrighty.
night begins to approach, you recognize that you see in the distance the forest kind of going higher and higher as it gets more and more hilly. Everybody make a perception check. Monitor, eventually you do wake up. So you come to on the sore, horribly itchy
Wait,
from the bile all
Can I
over
take a
your
short
skin.
rest?
Can we
Sure,
take a
you
long
can-
rest?
No, you can take a short rest because you get 4d something. for
Well,
your
it's almost
heals.
nighttime, so we're probably gonna go to sleep pretty soon.
Is it almost nighttime?
Yeah, I just said that nighttime is soon approaching.
Oh, okay. Well,
If you would listen.
listen, I have two.
If you would
so-
listen.
So Monitor, you wake up, burning skin, horribly
Ah!
painful
Shut up!
on the back of the horse. You have 1 HP.
Kill me. The pain is
End
too
my
much.
suffering.
All
Why
right.
would you let me live?
I'm gonna
So-
come up with a dagger to his throat. Do you really want this?
Let's take a long rest, please.
I
All right. So everybody rolled a perception check.
got
Yep.
perception. I got a 11.
11. Merrick, what'd you get?
3.
Perception,
3.
11.
Monitor, what'd you get?
4.
4. So,
We're
Let's
So
say
Haley-
I'm the smartest one here.
Sahalia, as you look through the woods, first of all, you find a suitable
Also, Muffin should get a perception check because I can speak with
Yeah,
him.
you can speak with him.
So, he has advantage on perception checks that rely on smell. So if that is the case, let me know. But if
Sure, give him
not,
advantage.
okay. So, well, that didn't help. So that would be a 9.
9.
9.
So
Nine.
Muffin doesn't pick up on anything. However, Sahalia, you do mention, or you do notice that as the rain is starting to let up as night approaches, you see in the distance as the terrain is getting more and more hilly, the forest around you becomes, like, as it approaches the hills in the distance towards the east, just bald. Just you see several barren trees, several of them just completely bereft of any sort of green.
Does no one else notice the bald trees?
They're like several miles in the distance, and they're just not able to get a good sight
And
to
I'm
the tree
acting
line.
as if they're obvious.
Oh, okay.
I'm not the smartest crayon in the box.
How could trees be bald, Druid?
They have no leaves on them, gnome. Small man.
Is this a race thing? I'm sorry, what happened? I missed a lot.
Excuse me, I'm the one that saved your life.
We were in
Oh.
the middle of something.
So since the trees are bald, maybe we should camp here and stay away from the fire area. Because they're
Sounds
probably... My guess is they are not bald, but burnt from the hills.
It's the burnt hills.
Alright, so
Yes,
what are you guys
that's
doing?
what I meant to say. So we should rest. I have very low HP. On a scale of 1 to 27, I'd say I'm a 2.
That's oddly specific of you, Zaharia. But I agree.
Alright,
Let's
so
just take a nap for
everybody-
8 hours at least.
make a survival check to see how well of a camp you make.
Oh, a survival check?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Oh, 9.
7. Our camp is
We can build a
shit.
campfire the fastest. I got a 10 though, so like.
I got a 6.
With 6. Okay. So you're able to cobble together some basic tents, and as the night comes on, you make a fire and have some mountain campfire ambiance. Make a fire, make some basic cots and stuff, and you set up for the night. It is a nice, relaxing night as you all take your shifts. Nothing comes. No action. And as you wake up,
Wait, don't druids, how long do they sleep?
I think they have a regular rest.
Oh, I thought they had half.
That would be
Okay.
based on Genasi, probably.
Huh?
Or elves are the ones who have quick long rests.
Oh.
Yeah.
Genasi don't have.
I don't know.
forgot
You'd
that
have to
you
check.
have to do race.
Anybody? Is there anything in particular you guys want to do during your long rest?
Sleep.
Yeah, I don't have anything specifically.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
I think we're good. Well, we could like look around and see if we're totally safe.
Yeah, isn't that what can we do during a long rest?
So you during a long rest, it's 8 hours, 2 of which can be doing some sort of light activity that isn't sleeping. So if there's
Oh.
anything you wanted to do in your downtime.
I'm going to talk to Muffin.
All right. What are you gonna say?
Muffin, that was quite the scare of those froggies, wasn't it?
Hello, Master. Yes. They were pretty frightening. I managed to get to the forest, though.
What do you think about those burnt trees in the distance?
Burnt what?
The burnt trees! Do you see? Way over there, there's trees that are bald. I'm guessing it's because they are caught on fire from the burnt hills.
Oh, Master, trees don't have hair.
I
I
told you.
said they don't have leaves.
I knew it.
What?
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Just watch out, Muffin. You're gonna have to be able to hide really good in those bald trees.
You know me, I'm an expert at cowardice. Does your bard friend have any sort of poems for me tonight?
I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna get you a hat in the next town we come by. I hope you like it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to
Was
bed now.
was Muffin looking at me while he said that?
You're
You just
probably
hear
asleep.
Muffin, and, well, during your downtime, you could have chosen to be awake during Sahelia's awake time, and
Oh.
you'd have heard Sahelia and Muffin kind of chirping and, like, whispering and hissing at each other. And at one point in the conversation, Muffin's facing you.
Can I interject?
You have to cast your spell.
Yeah, you have to cast your speak
But
with
you'll
animals.
get it back overnight. So.
I'm out of spell slots. I'll just ask Celia. Why Muffin's looking at me?
He says that you tell him poems. He
Poems?
wants to hear one of your poems that you tell him at night or something. I don't know what you guys talk about in my absence.
Well, I think this has always been my thought, but I always thought we should just eat him. Don't we go hungry so often?
Excuse me! No! Muffin is a important person to our party, and I would be very upset if he were to go missing. So upset that I would kill the person that got rid of him.
I wake up and try and kill Muffin. Not
Merrick
really.
snores aggressively.
What?
Merrick snores aggressively.
I go up to Muffins. You want to hear a poem?
Muffin addresses you, Sahalia. He's like, "What does the musical man say?"
He says, Muffin, do you want to hear a poem?
Well, he's going to have to speak in my tongue if he expects me to understand.
Monitor, I'm gonna be the translator. Monitor, if you want to tell him a poem, I can translate for you.
All right. Well, I've got
my
a
best.
I've
not
got a
smart,
nice
so-
little limerick for you to translate.
All right, go ahead.
You have to translate it really. It won't make sense if you don't get the context clues right. All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'll go ahead.
There once was a raccoon from Vale.
At one point in time, there was a small rodent from Vale.
Ah,
And he knew about the whales.
And he knew about the fish in the sea.
He took a little tumble,
He rolled on the ground.
and there he
Yes.
was.
And then he what?
And there he was, under
And he
the
was
sea,
there,
sleeping
in
with
the
fish.
water, sleeping with the fish.
Wow.
Muffin says, that was the best poem I have ever heard in my entire life.
And with that, the night draws to a close. As you all have a nice, deep, restful sleep and wake up, the sun shining in the fresh air. You make some brief breakfast of rations and biscuit.
I thought you were going to say rat.
No.
Oh, more rats.
And so with this day of travels, you get the feeling that within the hour you would be at the base of the burnt hills. Is there anything you want to do before you all shove off?
Wait, I have a quick
Prepare for the
question.
inevitable.
Yes.
What? Okay, so there was another river that we crossed that wasn't this main river right here, right?
Correct.
Just in the-
Okay.
It was basically just like a creek.
Gotcha.
A very powerful creek for some reason.
The main river, the creek you passed was basically just runoff from the Oval Mountain Range.
It was
a
a tributary.
1d6 of
Yes.
A
inspiration.
No,
tributary.
that inspiration faded.
I thought so.
The river that you have past the burnt hills is significant enough to have made the map.
That doesn't make any
So
sense.
you just know that the river past the burnt hills is much stronger.
I'm
and wider.
I understand.
Gotcha.
All right. So anything you guys want to do before you enter the burnt hills?
Hmm.
Coat myself in water.
Can I do one more perception check to see what the burnt hills are like?
Yes, you can.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Wait, we don't have a
Yes.
bag of holding it, do we?
No.
Darn it.
No. That is 20.
20. So as you begin setting off, you pack up your camp, you hop up onto the horse, and from the viewpoint of the horse, you're able to easily enough, you see just, instead of lush green kind of grasslands and forests, it's just burnt, ashen, black, barren trees, just an entire opposite to the vibrant forest you're in now.
What a lovely place.
Guys, I
And
don't
with your
know.
Taco, with your exceptional roll, you see very faint streaks of kind of like a smoldering red on the ground.
Oh. Do I know if it's from a living thing or...
Make a nature check.
Okay. 8.
Man, that's just some red over there.
There seems to
us
be
about
a strange trail out there. I don't know if it's from a living or a dead or a natural thing. I have my doubts.
Have your doubts that it's from a natural thing?
Or it couldn't be from a natural. Could or couldn't be. It looks scary. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, my guess
Really
is
kill it.
the hills are on fire. Or maybe it's from the fire people.
Or are the hills
Remember the
alive
dwarves?
with something else?
The hills are alive. Anyway, I think it's the fire people.
Okay.
So you-
Well. Huh?
You setting off?
Yes.
Um,
Let's keep our eyes on our back.
We're getting as close to the
What?
river as possible, right?
Yeah. So you're. I'm guessing your travel here is going to be this next tile into the burnt hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you'd be at the foot of the other side of the burnt hills,
Okay.
and then you'll have
that's
2
good.
days of river travel, and then you're at Riverfield.
Okay.
Okay. So everybody make a perception check as you set off to your travels.
It's a little bit better than what I bet.
8. No, 9.
I got a 16.
I got a 20 again.
20. All right. So you all set off towards the burnt hills. You meander through the forest, and as you turn that off. 1 second. This is sounds that aren't supposed to be happening.
I was just saying we're
Guys, what are
blocked.
we going
Oh,
into?
Is this the raincoal forest?
All right. As you get towards the base of the burnt hills, it is just entirely clear now. This is entirely burnt out, ravaged lands. Tons and tons of tree stumps are all around as the trees are just basically wisping away into ashes. The previous day's rain have seemed to heavily evaporate near here, and there's just a thick coating of steam all throughout the hills. As you continue making your way through, you go up and up. Everybody make a Constitution saving throw as the heat and the steam and the uphill climb get to you.
Oh, damn it.
Constitution. Oh, not too bad.
Hold on, I have to get my die that fell.
I got a 9.
I got a 10.
I got a 16.
16. All right, Monitor. From your extremely trying yesterday, the heat is starting to get to you. And if you fail another one of these saves, you're going to start taking points of exhaustion.
Gee willikers.
And so you try and steel yourself against the heat in the climb as you push forth. You continue climbing up towards the top of the hills, and you see around you, every now and then you see what seems to be an arrow or a sword or a dagger, all of them horribly burnt or horribly broken. Do you want to do anything with this information or sally forth?
Wait,
Only
what?
Monitor knows this? Or we all know
Everybody
this?
notices that there are
Gee whiz!
there's some burnt and broken arrows and swords occasionally throughout the hills as you climb higher and higher.
Are there any intact ones?
You can make an investigation check.
Oh, yeah. 16.
The best sample you can find is a dagger that seems to have almost melted into its hilt.
Oh my god.
This would be a -1 dagger if you choose to use it.
I'm not gonna use it, I just...
But the information you glean from it, it is horribly melted.
Guys, I think that maybe we shouldn't use weapons. Maybe more magic if we run into something. I mean, that's my guess from these melted daggers and swords.
We'll
Might
keep
not
that
wanna-
in mind.
Sahalia, you
I
get
wanna-
smarter and smarter the farther we travel.
fine. If only I could
Travel.
learn.
Suspicious
+1
of it.
intelligence for Sahelia.
Sahelia's a double agent.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's almost as if she knows too much.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm gonna just start walking forward again.
Which-
I
you-
brandish
which
my
roll your
dagger.
I got 17, but it's a
17?
-1, so.
Okay, so as you're kind of looting through these hills, as you continue to climb, making note of any sort of noticeable weaponry, Sahelia, you make mention of a red shimmer slightly off the path.
Guys, I'm noticing this red shimmer slightly over there. What should we do about it?
It's about 10 feet away from you.
It's about 10 feet away from me.
I think we should run
I'm
faster.
gonna go up and touch it.
All right,
That's
as you
not okay.
That's not a good idea.
I'm
You-
going
you
to
walk
get,
Scratch what I
Wait, I'm
said
gonna-
about Sahelia getting
I'm
smarter.
gonna get closer to it, but I'm wise, I'm not smart, but I am wise. So I'm going to go up to it, and I'm going to not touch it, but I'm gonna look at it closer.
All right, and as you get closer, you kind
And
of
I'm gonna prepare I'm gonna prepare to attack if it's one of those fire people.
all right,
Yeah,
so you're
I'm gonna
on
ready
your
an
toes.
Eldritch Blast.
I'm gonna ready a attack. Just for
I'm
You're all on
gonna
your
ready
toes.
to run on the horse.
Alright, Monitor.
Monitor
Oh yeah, we're
grips,
still mounted, right?
yeah. Monitor grips Merrick's hips.
Am I on the horse alone?
Get ready to
you're
run,
you're
Merrick.
on a horse.
Me
Careful,
and Muffin
buddy.
are on the
Might be
horse
venomous.
alone.
Yes.
Alright, cool. Muffin's sitting like a human.
So
Alright.
you maneuver your horse slightly closer, and as you kind of shove some soot out of the way,
I'm gonna throw Muffin towards. I'm just gonna throw Muffin out of the way really quick, and then get close. Now I'm
all
gonna get
right.
close.
So you toss Muffin on the ground behind you, and he
Run, Muffin!
he just scampers away.
Right
And
now I'm gonna get close.
as you kick some of the soot away, you see 3 large red amber shimmering scales.
Ooh.
I'm going to wait, by themselves,
By
or
themselves.
I uncover 3, and if I uncover more, we're gonna find a red dragon.
No, you uncover 3 standalone
I'm
scales.
going to touch it, just poke it really quick.
It's warm to the touch, not burning, but they seem to have some kind of long-term power in them that keeps them hot.
I'm going to pick one up.
You pick one up, it's just a scale. You can make a nature check to try and identify what it's from.
Yeah, I'll do that. Can I make an Arcana check?
No.
Well,
I get
5.
down and pick up the other 2 and then.
Or no. 8. No, I'm picking them up. I found them.
So you pick up the trio
I
of
throw them at Sahelia.
No, I pick them up. No, I was there first.
Merrick gets down to you and he's beside
pick
you
'em all
as
up
you
before he can
have
pick
them
'em
all
up.
in your hands.
God, you're such a
Um,
child.
And you look into all
I
of
eat
them.
them.
And other than
I'm
kind
not
of
gonna
as they stay still in your hands, they seem to kind of flicker as if an ancient flame resides within them, but nothing else happens, and you don't have any idea what sort of being these would belong to.
Can I put them in my pocket?
You can. Merrick, you see them in your hand. You can make a nature
In
check if you'd like to.
My hand?
I'd like to make a
Yes.
nature check.
Nature.
Nature.
Oh, that's not bad. 15.
You've heard distant rumor. You've never seen anything like this yourself, and what you've heard is that dragons exist, and they exist more recently in the history of Eternitas. And this would appear that it belonged to a red dragon.
We should be very careful.
Hey, you're not gonna tell me about the dragons.
Nope. We should
Why do we
be
need
very
to be careful,
careful.
Merrick? Merrick, whatever this belonged to, I want to have it as a pet.
Nope. That's no.
I don't know if it's willing to be a pet.
Yeah. I don't-
Do you
Whatever
tell them
it
that it's
is,
a dragon, or are you just
I will
telling
be
that it's
its
careful?
master.
Merrick, do you tell them that it's a dragon, or are you just telling them to be careful?
Just be careful.
I'm going to keep it in my pocket
That's
Alright,
fine.
so you-
and be like, I sure do wish I knew what this belonged to. But until I find out...
Woe is me. I wish I knew.
You stuffed the dragon
I
scales
know
into your
that
pocket.
any good friends of mine would tell me if they knew.
I
I'm
yell
sure they
over
would.
the group
And
sitting
then I
in
let out
the
a long
grass.
sigh.
What did you guys find?
Muffin! Oh! Monitor, come here, and I pull out the scales.
Did you
I
just
found
call
these
me
scales. No, I call Muffin to come back to me because I threw him onto the ground.
Muffin rushes past and jumps onto the
But
horse.
he bounces, so like he's
Yes.
fine. I go over to Monitor. Look what I found. These scales. Do you know what they belong to?
Can I do a check?
Yeah, nature check it.
Yep. 8.
Man, these are big and red.
Wow, I wish if I knew, I would be very happy. But until then, I'll just keep them, and whatever they have, I might want to make a pet out of whatever these came from.
No, you don't.
Because I really do love scaly creatures.
Alright, so
Merrick, do you
all-
have any idea what this is?
Merrick didn't know. If he knew, he would tell me. I know, because we're good friends, and I know that he would tell me if he knew.
We
I
are
look
not
over to
good
Merrick.
friends, and I would not tell you if I knew. All I'm telling you is to be careful.
So you do know? Can I make an insight check?
You can
Not
make
insight. Yeah, insight.
Well, what did Merrick say?
He said he would. No, he.
I would not tell you if I knew. You can make an insight check on that, sure.
So like,
This is just
if I insightfully. Ugh. Well, that's intelligence, isn't it? Anyway. Oh no, it's not. 10.
10. He's
It's against his deception, though. Right? I don't know.
he's not necessarily
lying.
deceiving, so you neither here nor there. You don't really discern anything from it.
I love dragons. I want to know.
Okay, so you all get back on. You get back onto your steeds, and you continue forth. Everybody make another perception check.
Stop doing things to the map.
I erased it.
I got an 8.
Someone has a T. Someone's about to type something. Alright, so perception was not so good for me. I got 6.
A 6.
7.
7. All right. As you all make your way towards the crest.
Stop. Oh, nice.
I demoted you.
No!
You make your way towards the crest of the hills, and this gives way to a much more dense amount of information. You see before you at the crest of the hills fields and fields of a massive army just burnt to a crisp. Skeletons dot the landscape, several dead horses, carts, broken down military equipment line the entire ashen ground. Is just ash and soot and mist right now. And at this peak, you see several deep red, like not fiery, but smoldering streaks of just blast have sketched through the landscape, and you see a higher concentration of bodies near these large streaks of smoldering.
Can I make a check to see if I know that this was left by a dragon?
You
From
can
my
make a
picture
nature
books
check.
that I've looked at throughout the days in my cave.
You can make a nature check.
If we put our horses in full gallop towards the river from where we are, how long would they last?
9.
9. Okay. You don't gather any information. This
I
is
wish
just-
I knew what left this mark.
At full gallop, you'd make some Constitution saves. You could get there in maybe 6 or so hours.
Ooh.
You'd get to the river by the end of the, or yeah, within 6 hours.
Okay.
Making that noise.
Is Sammy growling?
No,
let's
that's not
talk.
us.
Oh, that's me, yeah. There's a motorcycle. Don't mind.
In your room?
Yeah.
All right, so, and as you kind of look around
Can
the
we go
wares,
full gallop on the horses for that long?
there's
horses hate us?
there's a proper mechanic to it, but I would have to look that up in a future session. And so you can, as you kind of slowly kind of crawl through the landscape, are you guys gonna do anything, or are you just gonna kind of carefully poke through?
Can I
Should we
do-
look for any survivors?
Hmm. I doubt it. Can I do like a rolling perception check as we move through the field?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna also do the same type of thing.
As
Would it
well.
just be passive
Me
perception,
too.
though? Wouldn't that just be passive perception, or would it?
Oh
be,
yeah, I guess.
Since we're actively looking. Well, no, because we're actively looking for suspicious things.
But I'm not looking
passive
for
would
anything.
be like,
I'm not looking for anything specifically. Just if I can like pick anything up. So I guess it would be passive perception.
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Then I'll do. I mean, obviously,
Okay.
that's always on.
So you just, as you meander through.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
So, if you have passive perception, and you roll a perception check lower than your passive perception.
Passive perception is just your general noticing things out of the ordinary. Perception checks are looking for a specific thing. So if you roll bad on looking for a specific thing, you won't find it well.
Okay.
Alright, so you meander through, kind of poking through the bodies, finding areas that give way. As you get close to one of the massive smoldering streaks, there's just... Oh, somebody
Who
dropped
left
out.
us?
Hello.
Hey,
Hello?
As you make your way through, as you pass by one of the massive smoldering streaks, you feel this massive amount of heat emanating from it. Like, so much so that you can definitely tell that it would cause some hurt to make contact with it. This is still extremely hot, which goes against what you infer from the bodies. These bodies are thoroughly charred to a crisp, and those that don't seem to have been directly affected by any sort of fire seem to be thoroughly broken down and rotted. This is a army of decades and decades ago.
Can we
however,
tell
these-
what race they are, or what their association is, or affiliation?
Make a intelligence check.
Alright.
All of us, or just Monitor?
Monitor is making it right now.
Yeah. 12.
12. All you're able to make out from there, like several sets of just smoldered, melted to the skeleton armor. Occasionally a intact banner or some sort of marking on the armor. You discern 3 blue squiggly red marks. And that's just the only common kind of denomination you're able to make from any of these. And as you're poking around, or were you wanting to do something?
Can I do a history check into that? Would that be different?
Sure. Well, no, that history check was to identify what you knew about the squiggles, but you can point it out to others if you'd like.
Does anyone know
what
this
direction they were going?
symbol?
Can
What'd you say, Merrick?
Can we discern what direction they were going?
It seems like there wasn't a direction intended of travel. It seems like this was the site of a battle that intended to happen here.
Can I make a history check?
Yes.
Can I also...
Yeah.
Ooh.
History check, you said?
Mm-hmm.
11.
21.
So, Merrick, with your extensive knowledge of military and military forces, you recognize this insignia as the kind of excursionary forces of Riverfield.
Wait, we don't know that.
Oh shit. I mean, what did you find?
Merrick, do you know anything of this?
Looks to be the army that marched from Riverfield.
What do you think happened to them?
Dragonfire.
Dragonfire.
Dragons?
How could this be? I thought dragons were fantasies.
Were you?
This is amazing, so maybe I could capture a dragon and befriend it,
You
and then
certainly
ride
tried.
it. I love dragons. I will do anything to talk to a dragon.
How big are these dragons, Merrick? Are you familiar with them?
They're pretty big.
Am I familiar with how big they might be?
Am I familiar with dragons?
All of you have only heard of them through story, and all you know is that they aren't an ancient species on Eternitas. They are a recent development within the past 1,000 years or sooner.
Oh.
So
They've recently migrated. What?
I was gonna say I out of character. I find it funny that recent is within the last millennia.
Yes. But for the timeline of an entire species,
Yeah, that's pretty old.
yeah.
Well, I feel like we should speed up to Riverfield to see what's going on.
Yeah, I would say.
I agree. I don't want to get lit on fire by.
Or perhaps we could look for a camp around here that has a...
Look for a camp. Everything's burned to a crisp. Monitor.
Well, some
Nice.
sort of command center must be here, right?
Not anymore.
This battle is very old. Any remnants of the army that marched against the dragon is before us.
Ah. Darn it. Then Riverfield we should.
I agree.
So you poke on, and gathering from the age of the army and the still remaining strength of heat coming from these dragon fire marks, you get the impression that the sheer power from the dragon breath has imbued such an immense amount of heat that has lasted these several decades of time.
Wait. Decades. I thought the bodies were rotting still.
No, mostly like they're long gone. The wood is rotting.
Oh, okay. I heard body. Wow.
I
I
thought
probably
the
screwed
bodies
up
were
there.
rotting.
Okay.
So yeah, the bodies
So
are.
I was like, this battle was recent.
They're like the bodies are like preserved in ash, like in Pompeii.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Oh wow.
That would actually apply, yeah.
Mm.
And so you cautiously make your way through the battle, avoiding some of these streak marks. And as you make over one of the crest of the hills, you see in the kind of trough of one, a large, maybe 7-foot tall humanoid figure completely on fire.
Guys, how far is it?
It's about 30 feet ahead of you as you just crested this hill.
Yeah.
Jesus
Turn around and
Christ.
walk away.
Yep, yeah, I agree with Sahalia. Can we stealth away? Can we try and make a stealth check?
Can we try some?
At this point, you see several just thump, 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 as rocks start pelting all against you.
Wait, we're on our
Fine.
horses. Can we
I'm
stealth
gonna
away?
pick up Muffin and throw him
Yeah,
to the
so-
nearest tree, and he's gonna bounce in.
Wait, yeah. Can we do
Okay.
an acrobatics check to like see if the horses can jump through them?
Wow.
Let me just 1 second.
Ah!
Boop, bop, boop, boop, bop.
There's no way to avoid these battles. They're rigged.
Drew's like, I went to a ton of work to make this battle. You guys are fighting.
I mean,
This is rigged.
you can avoid it if you want. However, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Guys, we need to run. There's 10 of them.
Okay, so
Wait, 10? Are you rolling checks for like initiative for 10 fire monsters?
no, those were stones. As you all start getting
Oh,
just
what the heck?
thump, 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 as stones start popping into you and smacking into you. Several of you take some hits as you begin to try and flee. Are you going to try and flee, or are you going to engage?
Flee.
I say flee.
I say flee.
Okay. So you turn and start running away. Everybody make a athletics check to try and stay on top of your horses.
Okay.
As I'm gonna read some
Oh,
Aha!
God.
I have a 20.
I got a
Acrobatics?
4. Acrobatics
Or
Or athletics.
athletics.
15.
4.
Monitor, you took 2 points of bludgeoning damage as one of the stones smack into you.
What?
Merrick, you take 4. Sahalia, you take 2.
I rolled a 15.
Yeah, this was on the initial wave of stones that
Oh,
come
okay.
smacking
I
into
take
you.
2 points? Okay, I'll take it.
Does Muffin take any damage?
Merrick, you take 4. Sahalia
Oh,
takes 2. Monitor takes 2.
Hmm.
Okay.
Muffin's okay. And so what was your athletics check?
This
Sorry.
HP is 3. I got a 4. So.
A 4. Okay. So you're just like, oh, the heat is slowly starting to set into you. If you get a failure on a Constitution save from the heat, you'll start taking exhaustion
I
points.
didn't make it. I made an athletics. That was my...
Yeah, this is you're trying to keep up with your
Oh,
horse and like
okay,
keep
yes,
yourself
I
braced
see,
against
I
it.
see.
So you're a Constitution failure away from exhaustion. Monitor and Merrick, what was yours?
For Constitution or for Athletics?
Athletics.
15.
15.
I got a 20.
Okay, so you guys are able to just book it away. You head back a little bit more west towards another hill, and it seems you aren't being pursued for the moment. How would you like to proceed?
Are we
Am
near
I there
the
too,
edge
or
of Burnt
not?
Hill?
Wait, am I there, or is it just them two?
You're able to keep up, but you're
okay.
tiring out quickly. You headed away from the edge. That fiery humanoid was in the direction of your travel.
Damn it.
So you could circumvent or you can engage.
If we...
How much more time would it take if we had to circumvent?
How strong did they look to us?
In the brief flash, they seemed to be within cover. However, their strikes were not very strong. They seemed to be just stones hurled at you.
Guys, I think we can take them. So they can't see us now? Like, could we
You've
loop
made it
around
over the-
and sneak attack them?
Yeah, you've made it over a crest.
Alright, guys, so they didn't seem very strong. Those rocks didn't hurt very much. I think that we could sneak around and... Who's drawing? I think that we could loop around
No one.
and sneak attack them. What do you think?
We took so much damage just from running away. I don't know if that's very true.
How much?
I'm fine.
Yeah, it was just a rock.
Yeah, I'm okay. If we sneak attack them...
Buckle
we
up,
can-
pussy.
God
I
damn,
think that we'll be
God's damage.
able to succeed. God's damn it, that was fun.
Then I guess we'll have to what they say in the old country, squares up.
Squares up.
Okay, so
Square up.
everybody roll a stealth check.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, not bad. Oh, really good, actually.
19
19.
plus
20.
2.
Yes.
All right. And what are you going to do about your horses?
Maybe have them stay behind until we kill them.
All right, so you all
'Cause we're
dismount.
sneaking and trying to
I
attack,
think-
so.
Extra mobility is definitely a good thing.
I do not want to be on a horse when we're battling these things. These horses are gonna
The
kick
horse,
us off.
the horse will impose disadvantage on your stealth check.
Okay, can we lead them like as close to the site as we can on foot, like without alerting
Yes.
them?
Yeah, so you get to the base of the hill that you ran from, dismount your horses, draw your weapons, and you slowly start creeping up the hill.
Alright, I got an 18, so...
All right, so slowly you make your way very methodically
Muffin's
up.
staying back with the horses.
All right. Making your way, stepping over any sort of skeletons or wreckage, and the soot does well to keep your footsteps quiet. And the mist is definitely helping you right now with your visibility. As you get to the crest, you see that the fire seems to be dying down, and upon closer inspection, it seems to be a large kind of wicker man. Just a man made from wood and other roughage and set ablaze. And as you look around, you see 10 scaly, lizardy, humanoid, about roughly medium-sized creatures walking around, kind of eating some food. With some of them have slings, and a handful of them have shields and
You
spears.
said there's 10 of them?
Yes.
Huh.
You can make a nature check or a perception or whatever you want to
Yeah.
try and gain more information on them.
I'm gonna make
Yeah.
a.
Well, I'll do a
Perception.
perception check.
Okay.
I'm gonna also do perception. I got an 18.
3.
5.
And -4 from the mist, so
Minus
14.
14.
14.
Through the mist, they seem very meager, very individually weak, but the way that they have some kind of basic battlements and cover set up, and the way that they've elaborated this trap, They seem to be intelligent, especially in numbers, but individually quite weak.
I
Communicate this to the rest of the group.
string my bow up.
Okay.
I
Just
look to
wait.
Merrick. What are you doing?
Getting ready to kill them.
I don't know if fighting here. We seem to
We fight-
we seem to be quite covert right now.
Well,
We could
I'm
fight
getting
from a
ready.
distance. How about we split up a little bit and fight from a distance?
you guys are like wet linen.
What?
But we're almost past them. I feel like if we're past them, we'll be fine.
What about
But
the
we need to-
horses?
We can't get past them.
We can't get past them?
Well, not
You
with
don't
a-
know that, but it would take quite some time to circumvent.
Oh.
Let's just attack them. We just attack them from a distance. It's not too bad.
Okay, then
I think
I guess-
if we attack from a distance, let them come to us and pick them off one by one.
Yeah. Exactly.
Concentrate them down, one at a time.
Okay.
Like, just don't
Sir,
attack a bunch of different ones at a time.
You're currently at a distance about 45 feet away from a... There seems to be kind of three main groups. There's one group of slingers, one group of four slingers. There's a group of three kind of shield and spearsmen, and then a distant group of another three slingers.
I would like to get an arrow ready and just kind of... How far are the slingers away from us, did you say?
45 feet.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll just ready an attack for one of them.
Okay.
I'm going to... Let's see, I have...
Sahalia, what does that new staff do?
Oh, yeah, Drew, what does it do again?
You can use charges to cast Fairy Fire or Moonbeam. It also gives you a +2 to your spell attack
Fire or
mod.
Moonbeam. Hold on, let me check
They
that out.
seem to be...
Oh, we should have been adding that for your attack rolls on your spells in the toad
What does it
bag.
add?
+2 to your attack rolls.
Oh, wow.
On spells.
Okay. So, that's up to 60 feet. How far away are these guys?
45 feet is the close group of 4 slingers.
Oh, yeah, I can attack them. Alright.
Alright, so you ready a spell.
I'm going to ready a a beam of light shines. Oh, yeah, okay, so...
I'll fire
this is
off an
because-
arrow on Sahalia's first attack.
Okay. And then Monitor, what are you going to do?
I'll create a silent image as a diversion, so they don't look in the direction of Merrick and Sahalia.
That's not a bad idea.
Alright. So, you all, Sahalia, you unleash a spell. Merrick, you loose an arrow. And Monitor, you cast up a clone that starts running away. And at that point, we are going to call it here.
Ow.
And we will find out what are these scaly lizardy people, what happened to this
Scaly lizardy.
this dragon attack on a Riverfield, an old Riverfield excursionary force, and what lies in Riverfield. And that will be on our
Next time.
Huzzah!
next time on.
What's
we have
our
to come
group
up with a name.
name?
There will be a prompt for it in the next session.
In the next
boy.
chapter.
Yay.
And the next chapter. And the next chapter. And the next chapter.
And
Well,
the next
and the next
day.
chapter.
And the next day.
And the next
And
chapter.
the next day.
And the next
day.
chapter.
Never
So
ends.
before everybody unsubscribes from our channel, thank you all for listening.
Make
and
sure you turn off that bell.
turn off the bell and don't watch our videos.
And dislike the video and don't recommend it to any of your friends.
Smash that
psychology.
subscribe button.
Smash that unsubscribe button.
Yeah.
Go subscribe to
Unsubscribe-
Critical Role on Geek and
Unsubscribe
Sundry.
again.
Yeah. So this was fun for me, and we'll keep doing it hopefully. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Huzzah!
Well-
Yeah.
see you guys next time, and we'll find out what is there to unravel in Riverfield.
So much. I hope.
Have a good one.
Y'all come back out of here. Oh god. That's so bad.